Alright, I'm back. Turn down the sound, and we're back at it. Oh yeah! She is still not going down very quickly. I guess that's because Eureka's also fighting on two fronts. So Eureka's kind of distracted. And at the moment it does look like Arroyo is the one that's making progress. So this might be a fairly powerful Arroyo. So maybe the NCR's luck is changing. Also they took out Baja. So they are a bit bigger now than they once were. Free Fighters and Rio Grande are still fighting. Yeah, that was always going to be a hard fight for them. And Unity of Austin seems to be kicking ass taking names. Right, so we can get another upgrade. Maybe time for a Chief of Army? Entrenchment Speed, Defense, Max Entrenchment, Organization. Or Military High Command. Division Attack and Defense. Recon, Decryption, Outer Supply, Supply Consumption. We can get two of these. So maybe Edmund and Douglas. Vehicle Designer, but we can get that later. We don't have a Chief of Air Force or a Chief of Navy. Or a Researcher. Despite being Vault City. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the Division Attack Defense right now. Frontline Operative. Did you get cut off? No, it looks like there's a bridge here. Seeing as the rails go in a weird way. Oh yeah, you can see bridge. So no, they've not been cut off. They have been kind of pushed back. Imminent raid against our borders from Yakuza. We should muster a defense. Yes, we should, and we are. Let's see how badly you mess up my defenses.
Hello, sir.
And they're going to be attacking me. So I think what I'm going to do is select all of you lot. Just have you flying interception here. Just in case. Fate of Reno. Although we sometimes mock Reno as a barbarous slum, quite a few of our citizens vacationed there in recent years, and most of them come back in one piece, but Reno is far from perfect. As a member of the Nevada Pact, it could be so much more. What if they made fertilizer instead of jet, lathes instead of guns, educational films instead of Corsican Brothers productions? The Wrights share many of our views, and working together we can stand against the threats in Nevada. Let the 80s or Bone Dancers dare to threaten a peaceful, prosperous people. Mr. Wright, we will do right by you. They have in fact joined us. Ho ho. Okay. Not as a puppet though. But they are in a faction. And yes, anarchists ahead is now possible. Wait. So because TV Town is dead, we can turn off the TV. We could take out Yakuza. Take out the Nevada Free Cities. Which should also be MODOK.
What's up?
Is there anything under the commando trait I usually go for? You mean special ops stuff? Yeah, I mean some factions are really good at spec ops. NCR can be pretty good. Rangers obviously are pretty good. I'm sure there's a couple of others around who are specialists at that stuff. I think the Mojave Territories might be. Papers falling over. There we go. Yakuza might already be weak. I'm just wondering if there's any of these that need to be, like, time sensitive. I don't think so. We've almost finished our focus tree already. Okay, so these require the same. New Reno would now join NCR as well if we did that. Oh, are you talking about vanilla here, Stonebridge? Bit hard to check, seeing as I'm in the mod right now. Ah, specify that when I'm playing a mod. I think... Is Improvisation Expert under Commando? Because otherwise, no. Could also get Vault City leveling up, but honestly I make so much money at the moment that that's just not time critical. Free States could be attacked by Trollwar, and so could Modoc, technically. Oh, they're guaranteed by Modoc, so if I go to war with Nevada Free States, I'll go to war with Modoc too. Then yes, that is 100% what I want to do. And I'm also just going to very quickly add a bug report to say that you don't get that CB. Create through thread. Well, city. Anarchist ahead. Vault cities. Left hand focus. Tree, which is about creating the Nevada Pact as the anarchists ahead. Focus, which mentions several nations that are threats, but against whom you do not gain a puppet war goal. Okay. Sent. This. There is also a spelling error. Had them instead of them. Okay, bug report submitted. Actually quite like the way that they do bug reports. Smart. Using the thread system. Alright, so, anarchists ahead. Let's do it! So against them, we're going to need to shift these guys up here. Like so. Now, because we have this imminent attack from Yakuza, I'm going to leave them behind a little. Although, actually, what I could do for Yakuza is send these guys down there. That suits me better. Although right now all of their organization's going to be super freaking low. Which would be a bit of a disaster if we get the attack coming in. Yeah, do I have any buffs for Reno? Yes, I do. There we go. So is Reno actually a puppet? No. But if they're in the Nevada Pact, then I can just boost them anyway. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. In fact, this part of the line I want to be here, because I'm not going to call in New Reno into this fight. I want the land for myself. It's mine.
Hello, sir.
And I would very much like to take these guys out quickly, because I reckon that can be done, and that's going to basically open a second front against Maddock from the north. Gecko's about to get their last industry. Man, we have so much space from our industry. And our allies are super resource rich. My gosh, look how much they have. Wow. Yeah, okay, we probably need to boost up our Burrows friends. Because we do collect a portion of all resources that they generate. So they're currently able to recruit 10% except for the Jackals who are on 7. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I'm still on like, what, 6? 4? 6. 6. 80's declared war on Ripperalt. They're getting closer. Do they have a CB against Vault City? Yes, they do. And New Reno as well. Aha. Well, their raid still hasn't happened. Come on, guys. In the meantime, I think I'm going to move the aircraft. Except for the recons, of course. Oh, I'm going to need to split between Western Nevada and North Nevada. Well, let's keep moving our aircraft around, and in fact... That's a very noisy vehicle. What the hell is that? Lawnmower. That is a very, very noisy lawnmower. Anyway, we've got some more rivets ready for deployment. Let's go ahead and do that.
Hey.
Add you to them. We have a bunch of training to do. Network at AI just finished as well. That's going to be even more organization. And then finally the internal replicators. Hardness and armor for everybody. And also recovery rate, which is rather nice. Make it happen. Yeah, New Reno's got quite a few units. Looking good. I'm kind of amazed that the White Legs haven't gone after New Canaan yet. Where is that? Ashes to ashes. I feel like they should have reached that by now. Do you set your subs to engage medium risk? Depends how dangerous the area is. So submarines are kind of unique in the way that risk works, in that if you set it to low risk they will only go after convoys and they will retreat as soon as destroyers show up. If you set it to medium risk then they will target convoys and capital ships but they will retreat from destroyers, and if you set it to high risk they will even try to fight destroyers. 80s took 5 states, Ripperol to be annexed. Sure that the heavy casts are actually joining those air wings. I'm not convinced. They're not. Yeah, I didn't think they do. Heavy cast is a different class of plane. I'm going to want you supporting this northern offensive, I think. Yeah, someone in chat was saying earlier that they are the same class, but they're not. I didn't think they were. I was fairly sure that I remember them not being that. Seen the naval tutorial, is it still up to date? More or less, yeah. Easiest check is the logistics tab. Oh, if they show up in different categories here. Ah, that also allows me to see if motorized vehicles, bicycles and salvage motorcycles are the same. So I'm guessing then that cycles and motorcycles both apply for the vehicles needed for this. Oh, 2 more days. let's go for you. And then... next! I think we probably prepare to take down Yakuza. No, let's do the Southern Protectorate and then Yakuza. Lynette's compassionate intervention has saved countless lives and shows the good Vault City can do, if it but helps the wasteland. Naturally, we shall protect the gold mine, which will hold in trust for the people of Nevada. So, some of you... oh no, you do all have planning prep already. Sweet. Maddock has indeed been called in. Yes, Nerino, I will accept your guns willingly. Oh, and I do need to call in Badland Buckaroos, because now I can attack from this northern frontier. There we go, that's better. Different Lynette. This is her daughter, I believe. So you mentioned the trade map mode, that's now down with the other map modes. It is. Ah, there it is. Oh, that's the overlay of the fighting people. And this is a blowdown of what units I've got. Okay, cool. Thank you. Useful. Alright, so our units are able to just stomp all over them. Wartime administration. With our administration occupied with the ongoing war, the administration of our subjects has been left to the wayside. If we continue to neglect our overlordship, we may run into trouble if the war drags on. I don't really care if they get independence. Texan Brotherhood declared war on the patrolmen. It's these guys. Yeah, these are the police. Do they have a focus tree? No. Too bad, I feel like they'd be an interesting one. Okay, so Robo Security is currently rushing all over them. One thing I would, considering of adding now, oh I need 20 experience, is like demolitions units. Just reduce the organisation quite a bit. But we can bolster that by just having more robots and go up to a 20 combat width division with fire teams and other support. Complicated circuitry. I will definitely accept any lend-lease that you're going to give me. And that's ahead of time. More breakthrough for infantry does sound like it'd be very useful. And then I will actually need to make a decision between weapon types. Scavengers return in triumph. Bonus for special forces. Cool. Then I want you to go back out with vehicles this time. Okay, so the defenders of Ghost Farm apparently are doing a pretty good job of it. I need to go ahead and kick these guys into high gear. There we go. Send in the infantry. Gamillion and Wainwright took 16 states, Big Grass were taken out. So the Communist AI up north has finally completed their own battle. That was raging. Alright, so if I add an infantry division to the Robo Security Guys, which is going to be demolitions, it does reduce the organisation by a fair bit, but also massively increases their damage done. And then after this, it should be a lot cheaper to add the additional ones. So we're going to work on getting up to 20 combat width now on the rivets. Standing rock to collect one of the forefathers. You guys are still guarding against Marino. Ah, so harsh, even though I didn't call them in. Okay, so we got the industrial fertilizer, that's ahead of time. That's ahead of time. Some of these. These, however, are not. We definitely want to have armor hardening, because then we're in a position to go after the heavy bots, which I think will be very helpful. Ghost Farm has fallen.